Hey, everybody, it must be Wednesday. Welcome to the show. I'm the grilling dude in the house today. We got Mike, Lee, don't forget Rusty.
What's up,
and since we just want to welcome everybody to the show. And since we have Lee in the hot seat right now, Lee, tell us a little bit about what's going on. What are you making?
It's Wednesday, which means it's Cast Iron Wednesday at my house. So we're
Not every day?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
If the wife wants to eat, yes.
Okay.
So we're breaking out a La Crusette. I think the first time it's been on this show. But this
Very
one
retro.
I found at a thrift store, and the inside was all stained and nasty. Restored it. And we've used it a few times, and it's a real nice one. We like it. And then Buc-ee's.
Okay.
Buc-ee's.
It's the Buc-ee.
So, but what we've got going on is going to be a pork Tuscan skillet something or other.
Okay.
So it was supposed to be like a kielbasa sausage, but I did ribs yesterday, and I have a bunch of rib trimmings, and so that's what I'm going to use.
Waste not, want not.
Yep. Waste not, want
Waste not. Yeah.
And, it's one of those that it's a lot. I've talked to people who, when they trim their spare ribs, they throw all that away. They don't know anything about the rib tips. Excellent. And they don't want to take the time to that big, was it the breast, or the bone right there, the cartilage? They don't do anything to trim that up. So I did that, and I just want to show that, hey, stuff you might be throwing away, you can grind the sausage or use in another dish.
I like it.
So
And
Well,
I'll
looking
be
forward to
first
see what you come up with.
I am one of those people that throw them away. I don't want to fight through the hassle of cleaning off the cartilage and stuff. I'm one of the people, I don't deal with it. I just throw it away.
Well, now you're going to learn something new. Looks like
I
me,
mean,
Rusty.
I know that. I know all about it. I know that there's usable stuff. I'm just too lazy to dig for it. So I just throw it away, and I'll get me a whole other slab of ribs, and I'll get the meat that way.
There
Just
you
because
go.
I'm lazy.
but you can get enough meat off of trimmings to almost equal another rack of ribs. It's amazing. Like
Incredible.
there's probably 2.5 pounds in this big bag.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's all
That's
just
incredible.
trimming from 2 racks of spare ribs. So
Incredible.
that's what I'm trying to show. Quick weeknight meal. You got this extra, boom, throw it in
Yeah.
there. So
Like it. All right, we'll see what Mike's got going on. Mr.
Well,
Mike.
I am going to cook pizza bagels. And these are, and I'll have some stir-fried cabbage with it. But they're Thomas's. They make a bagel thin, Thomas Keto bagel thin.
Okay.
So they're really good. Even my mother-in-law, who doesn't do keto, loves them. They have little or no effect on my wife's blood sugar, so that's a good thing.
Very cool.
And so I'm gonna do a stir-fry cabbage with it because, hey, I want to get something green in there.
There you
It's besides envy,
go.
and I want to tell Lee,
Besides every.
yeah.
well, I might just put my stuff away and just watch you cook.
There you go. Yeah. Shut the front door. Mike's here. We're just going to chill.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, I say, gentlemen, start your engines and let's do it.
Let's get it going.
And I can also say, everything on this counter here, I'll eat. I'll eat it all. There's nothing here I need to pick out.
There you go.
We'll see. He's not there yet. It ain't all together yet.
We ain't put no cilantro in there yet.
There's no cilantro on the table.
I wanted to tell you, Lee, I used the smoker and made a pork butt.
Yeah.
Got all the way through cooking it, everything. I got leftovers. Forgot to do any kind of video or pictures.
Well, it happens. But you saw how easy it was to use?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
Yep. And
I tell you what, I missed that dude when we were at our competition. That was the first competition we've done where that smoker didn't go.
Yeah.
Oh no. I feel
Yeah.
bad.
I was like, oh man.
And it's the first one we got the money, the check, and the trophy. So maybe it's good you don't have it no more.
And we also used Uncle Steve's though.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
no.
it had something to do with it.
That kind of helps.
Y'all won?
There you go.
Y'all
We got
won?
MBL. Welcome, MBL.
The one needs cut up.
Y'all won?
No, we came in fifth.
Fifth. Okay.
Fifth out of 14.
Very cool.
We were 0.6 points away from the leader, the winner. So
Very cool.
we had a very, very good showing.
Nice.
Things went really, really well at that one. We were both kind of like, wow, the way things were going was just incredible.
Looks like we're pouring our protein in.
Yep, dumping the pork in.
That's a lot, Lee. Holy moly. How many ribs
it
did
is.
you have?
I had 2 racks of ribs, 2 racks of spares, and I trimmed them right at the end of the bone, so all that skirt was left. And there's probably 2.5 pounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
And like this would have been sitting in Rusty's trash can.
Oh my gosh, guys. We got Philip.
Yeah, that's a
Philip
12-inch skillet.
Wow. Hey, Philip, welcome. That guy has rocked, Philip. You guys don't know Philip. Check his channel out. He's a great guy, too.
Who's that?
Nice to see you, Philip.
I don't have any chat on mine.
Oh. Philip Lemoyne, and I know I'm going to butcher his last name, and I'm sorry, Philip. Philip Lemoyne.
Okay.
He's from Hawaii. And it's just, I met him a couple years ago through YouTube, of course, just like you guys. And I followed him, and he's done a great job. He actually does classes now that you can sign up through YouTube to take his classes. So good for him.
Nice.
Yeah. So, Philip, we got Lee's doing a Tuscan. Explain it again, Lee.
Pork Tuscan something or other.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I found it on Pinterest, and it was easily modified to cut out the kielbasa sausage, and add pork. And it'll translate really well.
There you go.
And I had majority of the ingredients already.
MBL had a commercial. Charlie says hi. And then we have Mike, and Mike is making bagels, keto bagels.
Yep.
Pizzas.
Keto pizza bagels. Or bagel pizzas. Take your pick.
There you
So
go.
I'm
Yeah,
using-
Charlie, Philip's got good stuff. He's got great videos.
I'm using a little bit of Uncle Steve's thick meat that I mixed with activated charcoal.
Okay.
Ooh.
So in the video tomorrow, I'm doing ribs. And I used Uncle Steve's new magic ribs. And I show how I make any one of his seasonings to a black seasoning.
Okay.
You're going to say, why would you do that?
I was gonna say, why would you want to make a seasoning black?
Because
Ooh.
the fan blew some up in my face. Ooh. Because, hold on.
Let's see what Mike's got going on.
The pepper got me.
This is wheat tagging that I got from the Not For Nothing Homestead.
Okay.
It's great. It's great. It's wheat tagging, and it's like it sounds. It's an Italian seasoning, and they make it themselves. So,
then
I put it on here. I
get the
sprayed
insult
some olive oil on it and
garlic.
covered it with that. And now if I can figure out where I put it. Oh, I know where I put it.
Hey, we got Bat in the house. Welcome, Bat.
All
Charlie
right, dude.
says black like your heart, Lee.
So why would you make a black seasoning? One, because it's cool. For me, is May is Melanoma Awareness Month, and
Mhm.
I have been fortunate enough to be a participant in having melanoma. So the idea is we're kind of doing like a black ribbon cook. So I'm trying to add black seasonings to meats and stuff just to change it up a bit. I've got ribbons and stuff that I've cut out of foil, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But because I got chunks here, I just said I'll do this, and we'll dump it in the dish. It'll probably turn the dish black and make it very off-putting for the presentation, but as long as it tastes good.
There you go. We got Honey J Badger in the house.
What's up, James?
How you doing? Appreciate y'all checking in with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, guys.
So James,
And we got Happy Eats with Dave.
Hey, Dave.
James will
Howdy,
really
Dave.
like the Bucky skillet going on right here. That's what's cooking right here. We got the La Crusade enamel skillet. And I found that at a thrift store for like 10 or 15 bucks, $12 maybe. And the inside was all stained. So I ended up soaking it with bleach.
Yes.
I ended up putting bleach in it to get the stains out of it. The downside to that, though, was it made the inside feel powdery. So it's not a smooth glaze. It
Okay.
made it kind of powdery. And I don't know, the baking soda and boiling it just didn't work. So I tried that. It worked. And that's actually was recommended on one of the websites for enamel. So,
All right. Mike, what do you got going on there?
I am spreading out a jar of pizza sauce. It's just Walmart brand.
Okay.
Cheapest one they had. Why? Because
So pizza sauce is keto friendly, huh?
well, this one is. It's you got to look around for it. This has 4 total carbs, and 1 gram of fiber. So if you do net carbs,
Okay.
3 net carbs for a serving, and a serving is a quarter cup. So I'm not even using. I may use a quarter cup on all of these total, and it has no added sugar. I'm sorry
About that, guy.
sugar, but none of it's added.
restock the jar. Or the,
That's the important because the tomatoes have sugar in them themselves. Even though I never understood that because it don't taste sweet.
Yeah. I've heard that as well. So okay. You know, Charlie brings up an interesting something interesting. It says baking soda also good way to tenderize meat, and I just read that the other day as well. I had never thought about that, but from what I hear, you're absolutely right, Charlie.
Somebody told me that, and I didn't know it until this was like 2 months ago that I was told this. So that's the only reason I knew it.
The things you learn.
Yeah.
I want to say it was Guga who did a steak where he dry brined overnight in baking soda.
Oh,
Okay.
I think that's what he did.
Hey Lee, how
Yeah.
come you're the only? How come Rusty's the only one working?
Well, because he decided to be my sidekick and show up tonight.
Oh,
So-
he's the he's the prep chef,
The sous
I'm the
chef.
sous chef.
Yep.
sous chef.
Yep. He showed up, so I got to put him to work.
He's doing a great job.
It's kind of like on Sundays when now I've got our friends Brian and Jen coming in, and they're helping.
Uh-huh.
Y'all if you're gonna come eat, you got to help.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's just it.
Contributors only. You contribute, you eat. You don't, you watch us eat.
And as long as I give him tasks to do, when I get sidetracked, he keeps on.
There you go.
So it kind of works out both ways.
Every great chef needs a sous chef for prep work. Yeah, that's right.
Have y'all been having an issue with the cicadas that are coming out now, the 13, 17-year cicadas?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, we
No.
went fishing today, and I had a bright idea. We got all these freaking cicadas everywhere. We got free fishing bait. Just pick it off at a tree branch, put it on the hook, and throw it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
The
I was
downside
checking.
was
Got some cheese
The
going on.
cicadas are too big to fill a fishing
Mozzarella.
bait.
We got mozzarella.
Our treasured home is in the house. Hello, everyone.
howdy, howdy. Yeah, the downside with using the cicadas was they're falling into the lake the whole time. So the fish were eating them and not the ones we were throwing out. There was a big carp that kept coming by, and he'd make a big splash when he was trying to tackle a cicada. I mean, that carp was
That was a 2.5 foot, 3 foot
Yeah.
carp. I mean, it was huge.
and he was making a ruckus when he was trying to get to the little cicadas.
We're talking about fish still, right? Okay.
Okay.
It sounds like some good fish stories.
Well,
Okay.
you know,
I got a good fish question for you.
Yeah.
What's the difference between crappie and crappie?
The part of the country you live in,
yeah.
No, if they're biting, they're
the way
crappie.
you
If they're
enunciate.
biting, crappie. My definition is if they're biting, they're crappie. They're crappie. If they're not biting, it's crappie.
Crappy.
It depends on how close you are to the Mason-Dixon line.
This is true.
Kind of like everything else, right?
Pretty much. Does that apply to the West too? How about Hawaii?
I don't know if Hawaiians have crappie.
No, but they got some other cool fish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
do.
got
You think
more.
we got fish? They got the fish, man.
And they got spam.
All right, Mike. Looks like you gave it that official taste test.
Got to make sure the pepperoni was good.
There you go.
Nice. Sweating the onions.
Charlie, nothing but bream and sunfish. Or sunfish, sorry.
Yeah, it was amazing because, like, up north in Ohio, we had, everything was bluegill. You didn't really
Yeah,
differentiate between brim, shell crackers until we moved down to the Carolinas. And then they're like, well, hey, we don't have bluegill. We got brim. Okay, what are you talking about? Or the shell crackers. There's a difference in them.
There is.
And growing up around where we did, you just had bluegill and bass,
Yep.
catfish, lots of catfish.
Yeah, because I don't guess y'all are far enough north to get a walleye or anything.
No, we don't got
No
walleyes here.
walleye here.
In Ohio, we did, but then you had to go up to the lake. You had to go up to the Great Lakes.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Pronounced brim. Interesting.
Pronounced brim.
Anybody else says hello, Miss Nancy?
I forgot the spinach.
We just found an ingredient I won't eat.
Oh, Lord.
He's putting spinach
What?
in it.
You don't like spinach?
No, I don't like spinach.
You like cilantro?
Oh gosh, no. Cilantro is the devil's lettuce.
Hashtag cilantro sucks.
I'm just one of those people that are lucky enough to have that gene that makes cilantro taste like soap, so I just can't eat it.
So, dude, back when you were doing your show and you were keeping the count of all the guests, so I started making you an action figure, like customizing one.
Mm-hmm.
And like I had to go to the store. We went to Michael's, we went to Hobby Lobby, a couple other places where I could find those plastic leaves that look like cilantro.
Uh-huh.
And I started, what I was doing was making you a cilantro man, so that way you could put this little action figure up by your board and count. Well, I'd forgotten about it, and Cub reminded me about it the other day. She's like, "Hey, whatever happened to that?" And I was like, "Your mom put it away, and I haven't seen it since." So I was in the process of making you a spokesperson for your question.
So you don't like cilantro?
That was the hashtag Team Cilantro or hashtag Cilantro Sucks. We used to keep tabs every week.
Lee, I think I can tell you where that got put.
I think it's in the bottom drawer because she doesn't really trash a whole lot of my stuff. She just moves it and then waits for me to lose interest.
You know what's surprising about that was it was about 50-50 the entire time, the entire, 8 months we ran the show. And then towards the very end, Cilantro started Team Cilantro started pulling away from Cilantro Sucks. I'm trying to remember what Charlie was. And I don't remember.
I like cilantro.
Yeah, it was about 50-50. I was surprised.
I know folks who think it tastes like soap. I know plenty of people that it says it tastes like soap.
Yeah, Sandy Blythe says no to cilantro, so she's a hashtag Cilantro Sucks.
I bet brought up the measuring case.
Happy Eats with Dave says keto, so there you go. Let's see what the dynamic duo is doing here.
Well, there's good.
So what do we got in there? Some cream? Heavy cream?
Yep, some heavy cream and then a small can of broth.
Okay.
For some reason, that link with a thing, type in keto to drop your link, it just does not want to work for me right now.
Uh-oh.
I apologize for that. I meant to disable the banner. But then I forgot.
Oh, wait till I pick it up. Gotta wait till that.
Just put a lid on it.
I'm trying to get ahead of myself.
Tom's Food Factory says hi all. Hi, Tom.
Howdy, Tom.
Hello.
James says he put cilantro in his taco meat. Good man right there.
Yeah, buddy. I like cilantro.
Into the oven.
Hair Pickles. Mr. Pickles. Dave says he's Team Cilantro.
Start a poll.
There you go. All right. Tom wants to know what you're making, Lee.
So what
you making?
It's a pork Tuscan skillet something or other. Basically, it's a cream sauce with roasted red peppers, Italian seasoning, onions, garlic, and I'm using pork instead of rib trimmings instead of sausage. And eventually we'll add spinach and it'll all come together.
Okay.
And it sounds good in my head. So
better to be good on the plate then.
In other words, Lee's saying, I have no idea. Tom knows you too well, dude.
yeah.
Oh, we have a lead translator.
Tom, if it doesn't come out right, I'll make it again and make it right.
There you go.
Just like the hot water cornbread from Sunday. I had all high hopes. I thought I had it, but I had the wrong temperature for the water, for the oil. I didn't even have all the ingredients because I had it in my head instead of wrote down. I tell you what, when you add all the ingredients, you cook everything at the right temperatures, It's amazing what'll happen.
Yeah.
Weird,
Things turn out good.
huh?
It happens.
A lot.
I think that's why, like, Charlie and Tom tune in every week to us, is they want to see the train wreck.
That's the fun part.
And then you see the like, how did that hour of stubbing your toe in the dark on Legos when you don't even have any kids get to that plate? That's just how we do it.
Charlie says
then
he's
I
got
impressed
kimchi fermenting
myself.
for a few days.
Who's got kimchi?
Charlie does, and Tom says, "Is kimchi your code word for beer?"
Well, then, by all means, kimchi.
Kimchi. I don't think I have any more. I ate all of it. I put it in eggs, like an omelet. That was really good that way.
Oh, I bet.
Use it in a stir fry. Yeah.
I'm also team kimchi sucks.
There's
Charlie says he
not
buys
much
his
that
cheap
Russ
beer and
Team
makes his
Yay.
own.
I have the best garlic money can buy. Came from Aldi.
There you go. Yeah, you got something cooking over there. Can't quite see, but
Oh, my bad.
yeah, you're fine now.
So we're gonna have to take a
What do you
poll.
got
And see, what is Team Rusty? Like, what is he like in favor of?
Everything here except
All
for
right.
the spinach.
Mike, what do you got going on there?
I'm just stir frying up some cabbage,
Okay.
and I'm gonna get some mushrooms to put in here next.
Some what?
Mushrooms.
Okay.
Yeah. I just put the pizza in the oven. Just basically want to get it a little bit crispy and cheese melted good. It's on 400. I figure it'll take about 10 minutes maybe at the most.
Okay. Well, let's check in with the boys again. Lee's, bet he's got a Coke Zero Sugar.
Yep.
Those are
Coke
good,
Zero.
man. I drink them all the time.
I go to Sam's
Rusty?
Club and I'll get the big flat for like $15, $17, and
Yeah.
I'll sip on them all for a couple weeks. I gotta watch it though, because Cubbins, she likes them too, so she ends up helping me go through it faster than what I want. But
All right. At this point, we're just waiting for it to heat up, huh?
yep, wait on her to get to where she starts sticking in, and we'll add the spinach, and then add the some pork to it.
Is that where Rusty bails at that point with spinach?
Probably.
That's the point.
That's where he goes over and moderates, becomes the
There
spectator.
you go. Charlie said he made hard cider. Couldn't be easier and a step along the way to vinegar. Yeah. Love hard cider, though.
Do you just take like apple cider and put in like a
Yeast or something?
well, it would be like a wine yeast, like how they do for moonshine?
You know, my daughter made it on a video that for me 3 or 4 years ago. I'm trying to remember how she made it, but it was pretty simple.
Make what you make?
Apples and water.
Oh, apple cider?
Hard cider.
Hard cider. Okay.
Sandy
Eggs
says you ate a spinach.
You know, spinach is kind of one of those where it was really popular for a while, like in salads and stuff. And then it kind of fell away because you can go to restaurants and they all have the mixed greens and all that. And it looks like you took a bunch of yard clippings and threw it on a plate with some vinaigrette. But now that's all you can find is the mixed greens. When you go to a restaurant, I'm like, I want like hearts of romaine here. I want some like real stuff. But like spinach, you don't see that out and about hardly at all anymore, and unless it's sauteed and as a side dish.
When I was a kid, we used to have this big garden, and we did Brussels sprouts, and we can't do spinach here, but we can do Swiss chard.
Okay.
And so we would substitute Swiss chard for our spinach, but we had an ancient horse. You're talking, this is the early 80s, and Sultan was in his 30s at that point, and he got out. He went to the garden and just started picking Brussels sprouts. He literally started picking Brussels sprouts off the center part where they grow.
Yeah.
He just pop them off, and then he went to the Swiss chard, started pounding all that before anybody even knew what happened.
Oh man.
So Rusty, would you eat Swiss chard?
Never had it.
Would you try?
He's saying no.
I'd try it. I don't know what it is.
It's on the lines of collard greens.
Yeah, I
Collard greens,
love
spinach.
collards.
Collard greens, spinach. We'll have to get some one night.
Okay.
All right, Mike, what'd you put in?
Worcestershire Worcestershire sauce.
A little W sauce?
Yeah. Added the mushrooms. Woo! Smell that Worcestershire. Yeah, it does.
Charlie says chard is great. I agree. Sandy says never had it either.
I like chard.
Yeah, it's very similar to spinach, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of like that in between spinach and collards. I'm kind of like
Tom.
kale.
Tom's Food Factory. Chard sounds something like they come from the inside of a cow.
Or when you sneeze. And
Yeah.
Chard sounds like a Pokemon to me.
I never got into Pokemon.
Or
Me neither.
Pokemon or
pirate.
Pokemon?
How about a pirate with a speech impediment? Chard!
Yeah, I never got into Pokemon either, but Tommy's really big into that game on the phone, Pokemon Go, where you go walking around and you're playing Pokemon on your phone against other people.
I used to work with a fella who was him and a group of guys. They would run around and do that like for 4 or 5 hours after work. They would go all over town.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? And they weren't walking either. Like, I can see if you were walking, but they're like, I'm going to ride, hey, come pick us up here. We're going to catch Pokemon. And somebody would swing by, pick them up, and then they'd end up at the bar. Go figure.
Well, there you go. So, Lee, Rusty, how's that one going for you?
This is thickening up. It's about time to add the spinach. We get that all wilted down, and it's time to mix it all together.
Yep.
Like it. Let's check in on Mike. How's that going?
It's working. It's not ready to come out of the oven.
I have no other use for it.
Okay. Let's watch Lee work his spinach. Notice Rusty stood back there for a moment.
It's because he lost
Not going to bite.
The cicadas are so loud he can't stand straight.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't have a Now, they said 3 cups, but I don't know. That looks like a lot, but I know spinach will wilt down.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie says Tom is an amateur bovine gastroenterologist. Keyword is amateur. Dang, that's a hell of a lot of 3 cups there.
Well, That's what the recipe called for. So I don't know. Maybe I should have got a bigger pan. Yeah. What's the worst that's going to happen?
Exactly.
The dog will lick it up. Eat it, that's for sure.
Tom says Charlie is using big words. He's trying to sound smart again. Some things I've missed.
I hear you.
The gastroenterologist.
That is a big word.
That is.
All right, Mike.
I'm fixing to pull it out of the oven, I think.
All right.
Don't tell me what you think of it.
Your intestinal doctor.
There you go. I had to think about it. Yep. So tomorrow morning, we are heading up to get pay from college. She's out summer break.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so lots of prayers for our house, because anybody knows that when your college student comes back home, the whole dynamic of the house gets a little shifted.
Yeah, things change.
Not in a bad way, but she's been out on her own, and she comes back, and we're like old people, and we're in bed.
Different roles again. All right, Mike, let's look at it.
What do you think?
Looks good.
I think I'm going to call that done.
It looks good.
Yeah. I'll trade you.
I don't know what yours looks like yet.
I don't know, but it's kind of looking a little.
No, geez, what was that?
Ooh, what?
Said
Ohio you State. All of a sudden it's like, woo.
Said something about Ohio State.
We went from pizza to you.
Oh, yeah. Ah!
So my nephew's graduating Ohio Northern on the weekend of the 17th, 18th, 19th. So there will be no Sunday Live that week.
What about this week?
There'll be one this Sunday, but not the following Sunday.
Because I didn't know if you were going to take Mother's Day off this year. You have in the past sometimes.
I hadn't thought about it. Mother's Day is like this weekend?
Yep, Sunday.
Yep.
Well, I don't know then.
It's just an hour out of the day.
Yeah.
You got to cook
We usually don't do anything special. I'd say I call my mom and she calls her mom, but they're kind of both not around, so it's kind of morbid to think about, but we save money that way.
Yeah.
That's true.
I know that's not.
I heard my mom was in Europe, so this is what I heard.
Yeah, I know that's not funny, but
Oh well. Mine's in
I don't
heaven
know.
too.
We might do something.
My mother-in-law's still here, so we do it with her.
There you go. Our daughter's coming over, and I'm gonna cook up a bunch of ribs.
Ooh, what kind of ribs? Spares, baby back, country style.
Baby backs, probably. That seems to be the one that everybody likes the most. Although I like St. Louis, but
I
they
prefer
like.
backs.
And there's nothing wrong with it at all. I love a good baby back. Might make Korean sticky ribs or something like that.
Don't be singing, I want my baby back, baby back.
No.
Have you tried the bulgogi ribs?
I think I've had it at a Korean restaurant, barbecue restaurant.
So I've gotten that jar of bulgogi sauce, and I'll just do like a salt, pepper, smoke the ribs, and then where you go to wrap, put that bulgogi sauce on there, wrap them up only for about 30, 40 minutes, open them up, set them in the microwave to kind of rest, and then that sauce, you can strain it and get the fat to separate, and then you pour that on just like you would a burrito taco.
Oh,
Okay. Well, it's funny. That's what Tom was just talking about. Birria ribs.
Yep. Malcolm Reed just did those, and I was like, whoa. But I can't find that jarred burrito seasoning or sauce
That guy can cook.
Yeah.
Microwave rib work.
Microwave
Yeah,
ribs.
gonna microwave some baby backs and have some people over, and we're just gonna hang out by the microwave and watch it spin. Maybe have some Patty Joe water, beer.
I call the microwave sous chef Mike.
Sous Chef Mike.
I use it as a resting box. Unless I'm heating up leftovers, it's a resting box.
Yeah, it's perfect for that.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, show us. What do you got?
This is good.
Hope you made enough for everybody.
Come on, I got plenty.
All right.
Need to thicken some more.
It's good, but damn, it's awful hot.
Oh, I bet.
Heat it up a little bit more.
Make it.
Yeah, it ain't quite there. You need salt and
Make
pepper.
it. I swear.
Chip.
Definitely need salt.
I'm gonna do up some plates for my brother-in-law and my wife. They're both not really in a condition to be on with us tonight. Paige is
That's okay.
out of it today.
I didn't know you could get Biera sauce at the grocery store.
The what?
Biera sauce. I
Oh.
can never pronounce it, but
Yeah,
Tom says
yeah.
he gets it at Kroger.
That's where Malcolm said he got it, but we don't have a Kroger around us. So when I'm up in Ohio, I will be looking for it. Definitely.
It's with the Indian cooking sauces, so interesting.
Okay.
But I have to go check out my local Albertsons and see what they got.
Well, I know Food Lion and Wally World don't have it.
Aldi has a hunk of beef already in the burrito sauce that's vacuum packed, and you throw that in the crock pot and make your own burrito tacos, and it's really good. My daughter loves it. And you get that at Aldi.
Okay. I have a friend who makes them. Owns a food truck. Freaking amazing.
That wasn't bad.
The one out of Sam's Club was the meat and the sauce, and then you heat it up, and then you pour the sauce out. And that was really good.
I don't know. Rusty, how's our spinach coming along?
It's coming along good. We just turned up the heat a little bit to try and get this sauce thickened up a little bit more before we mix.
Have you given it a taste test yet?
I just tasted it. It definitely needed salt and pepper, so we just did that.
Because it does say, the recipe does say salt and pepper to taste.
You know, what does that mean?
Well, so like him and I, we have different tastes on salt level. So, you know, where Mike, every time he says, oh, I need to add salt, and you hear the heavy equipment truck, me, because he's pulling out the big crane. He's got the big crane, and he's doing the backhoe and saying,
Yeah.
That's because the missus is the salt queen of the South.
So where
my wife is here in the Northwest.
So where I might go with, you know, a couple 4 or 5 cracks of the grinder, he might just dump in a palmful. Yeah, so
I look at it like there's enough salt and everything else you got going on that yeah, you can do it if you want.
Yeah.
I do it for more show than anything else.
Well, and a lot of times, what gets me is the people that fix their plate, and the very first thing, before they even smell it,
Exactly.
go through the whole thing of salt. Before they even smell it, you're going, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's my wife. I said, you're already putting salt on it. And I said, you haven't even tasted it. Well, you know I like salt. I said, yeah, no. I mean,
So like, we'll put the salt shaker on the table add it as you need to, but at least try it before.
Right.
Salt makes the world go round. That it does, Charlie.
I'll put this on the table and get them to the table, and then I'll be right back.
We need more salt, Lee.
Yeah. Still need something else. Let's do this. Add a little bit of Lucky Shake. Because it's got garlic, it's got onion, and it's got black pepper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, a barbecue seasoning used for Tuscan dip. I know.
I know, I hear you.
It's neat when you can show somebody the barbecue seasonings aren't just for your proteins. You know, to kind of show that you can use it somewhere else.
Okay.
Now, there's a lot of people I talk with.
Here's
now
something kind of weird that.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Oh, it's just something kind of different, and there's a lot of people I'm talking with now that they're like, "You use what in a gravy?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I use like the Hardcore Carnivore Black or an Uncle Steve shake in my gravy or something like that," and they're like, "No way," and it's amazing.
IBM used to take prospective employees to lunch and watch if they would salt their foods before tasting. If they do, they didn't hire them because they were making assumptions. Interesting.
Huh. Interesting. It's a hiring tactic.
Well,
Yeah.
That's almost like when they used to check your Facebook page before they gave you the interview.
Oh,
Correct.
yeah. And I try to tell folks
That's a lot better.
social media can ruin
Not
you.
like there, though. It's more thing.
Yep.
What's more?
That's why I only put food stuff on mine. I don't get my personal stuff out there.
Yeah, I'm like, if you want to look at mine, you're going to see melanoma stuff and cooking.
Yeah. Yeah, Rusty's has jokes, which are actually very funny. He reshares stuff. They're funny.
Sometimes you just go, I don't know about that one.
All righty. In a minute, you might be able to hear them say, "Ooh, this is good."
Keep our ears open.
All right, we're good. We're thickening up. We got 12 minutes. And then we'll still be under an hour.
There you go. That's only that. Hey,
I made a sauce yesterday, cream sauce for pork tenderloin. And I went to the store to purposely buy mustard. Guess what I forgot at the store when I came back? Mustard. Yeah, but I had sriracha, Tabasco sriracha. And so I put that in to replace the mustard. And damn if it wasn't good. That cream sauce was freaking amazing on those tenderloins. I just cut them up as like little medallion.
Yeah.
Oh, man. And I did it over the Weber kettle. Oh, gosh. So good.
Yeah.
With some asparagus. Dang. Wish I'd have made enough for tonight.
If you drain the liquid over that, it's pour this in there. Because then this is full.
Yeah, that's good stuff, Tom. There's Chipotle sauce. They're very good.
I didn't think that far in.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if we can hear him. I'm gonna leave the door open here. And then they'll give you their reaction to how it tastes. Hopefully, you won't hear them hitting the floor dead.
She hasn't fell out yet.
Uh-uh. If you're wondering, I'm eating the cheese that melted off and has stuck to it. There ain't nothing like crunchy cheese.
Oh,
Oh,
I know it.
Oh, wait a minute. Here, listen. Say it
I
again.
heard somebody.
You hear it?
I heard Miss Page.
Bill, say it again loud. 2
Two
thumbs up.
thumbs up. All right.
All righty. That's what I strive for.
Lee, what are you going to do with the oils and fats afterwards that you have left over?
hadn't got that far yet.
Okay, just curious.
Part of me was thinking to separate it and use it and then like freeze it in cubes and use it as like in something later on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other part of me just thought, I don't know. I mean, I can take it outside and the cicadas and the rabbits will take care of it.
Right.
Yeah.
If you put it in rice cauliflower and use it boy, will it give it some good flavor.
There you go. Save it. Freeze it.
I might do that. Put it in a little ice cube tray and freeze it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And now I got little cubes and I can just throw them in like a bouillon cube.
Yep.
Oh, make garlic bread. Use it as a dipping sauce. Ooh,
Yes, sir.
that's a great idea.
Dang, Pickles, you got it right on that one.
Monday night, I made burgers for the boys, and I made them over the Weber kettle. And they were nice-sized burgers, too. But I had a bunch of extra of that bacon fat that I just store in the fridge, and I put some on each burger. And it actually helped with the shrinkage of the burger because whatever came out of the burger, that fat, when it came in, just replaced it. And it just took that flavor through the roof.
Rusty being real meticulous with that.
Yeah, he
because
doesn't want to
it's-
get no spinach on
I
him.
don't want to make a mess.
Yeah, this
Oh.
this says to let it sit for 5 minutes. So, because it's got to thicken, but I think it needs to be thicken up a little bit more.
You know, when I was a kid, and my mama would when she'd make me and my brother grilled cheese sandwiches, she would take bacon grease and butter the bread with bacon grease instead of butter or anything, and that's how she would fry our grilled cheese sandwiches.
There you go.
I have done it with bacon grease. I like mayo on it too.
I like mayo. I prefer mayo.
It'll brown up real nicely and have a nice flavor to it.
I like to do that on like for making hamburgers. The buns, just use the mayo.
I've used it in 2-ingredient biscuits, made a 3rd ingredient, but
Yeah,
Yep.
we won't count that one.
so what all you guys got going on? What cooks you got coming up?
My video tomorrow is the pork tenderloin.
Okay.
Well,
And
I'm gonna cook up a mess of burgers. They have Vidalia onions in them, and I bought them in Walmart. They're a Walmart brand. They're already pre-made. See how they taste. You know,
Sam's Choice or whatever.
yeah,
Those are good.
yeah. Or market size. That was it.
I had some extra burgers yesterday, and I cooked some onion and sliced it real super thin, and then smashed the burgers over it and tried that for the first time, and that was really good. Might be a future video. I know everybody else has done it too.
Those who want to call it Vidalia, it is not. It is Vidalia.
Vidalia.
Sammy Kershaw wrote a song about it.
Yeah, I am from Georgia. Trust me, it's Vidalia.
Oh, that pork's pretty good. I ain't worried about how that turns out.
Charlie, I like the pre-made burgers. It's just easier to just kind of go to guns with versus pounding the burger out. But to each his own. I get it. I totally do.
I like them both. I like them both.
Yeah.
You know, If you got some time to do it and you can get a good price, fine. But I have found that the pre-made burgers are lower cost per pound, and
Correct.
they don't shrink bad at all.
Mm-mm.
So, why not?
Yeah. Put an ice cube over them or something like that while you're cooking them, and they don't really shrink. That's why I put that bacon grease over it, or fat, just so it
Mhm.
wouldn't shrink, and it just added flavor.
In Kroger, you can get the 80/20 ground beef that they've made into a package, and they'll lower the cost when they have to get it if it's coming up on the expiration date, where they do they make them into pre-made patties, and they're a quarter pound each, or maybe a third. They might be a third pound, but anyway, there's 10 of them, and you can get it for $10. So
Yeah, there you go.
there you go. That's
They're probably what, 4 1/4 ounce fatties, 4 to 4, They're cheaper per pound from what I've seen.
oh,
We'll get like brisket burgers or chuck burger, all sorts of burgers that are already pre-made. And then I'll wait till they're like 50% off
yep.
and snag them, throw them in the freezer. And, for $3.50, I can get 4 already made burgers
Yeah.
ready to go.
And I mean, I've gotten to where I make sausage burgers where I use either Italian sausage or just breakfast sausage, and they're damn good too. Because the sausage, I could buy that way cheaper than buy ground beef.
Yeah.
At
All right. We got some movement with Lee.
like $1.90 or something.
Cicadas are making noises around here. They're in here hiding. I see one.
Oh, you got those going on, huh? That time of year? Aren't they supposed to be super bad this year?
Yes.
We have a couple of million just out here in the front yard.
Yeah, like
Oh, that ain't bad.
the driveway's coated, and you step and it's like pop, 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 pop.
Oh.
Like stepping on bubble wrap.
My dog, buddy, I'm walking him, and this cicada keeps buzzing him. And he reaches up and grabs the thing out of the air, and he's got it in his mouth, and you can hear it buzzing in his mouth. And I'm like, buddy, the thing's buzzing in your mouth, man. Spit it out. Next thing you know, you hear crunch, and he looks up at me like, still hear it? I'm like, yeah.
A lot of the guys this morning during the walk were talking about how their dogs are eating so many cicadas that they're not eating their dog food.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Lee. Here we go. We got movement. We got.
Yep.
Look at that.
So, dude, you
Spinach
said the
and
white bowl's just you can't see, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why I went to the crock. We got
I
some
like it.
pork. Put some
It's like a
Tuscan
spinach
Tom.
cream sauce is what it reminds me of.
just Tuscan
Done
something or other.
We got Kent in the house.
What's
Good
up,
evening,
Kent?
gents. Look at that. It's like white gold right there. Almost smell it,
It's not quite like a soup. I think it was supposed to thicken up more like a gravy.
Yeah.
It's like the pizzas Mike made. You can almost feel the crunch,
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Does it look good?
Yeah.
All right. You want a bowl, Rusty?
Sure. I'll try it.
Oh,
I will try it.
Whoa!
I know, Ron.
Give that boy some extra spinach.
There seems to be enough stuff going on in here that it can cover up the taste of the spinach.
Well, hey, cooked spinach and raw spinach way different. It's like cooked Brussels sprouts and uncooked Brussels sprouts. They're like night and day.
I'm that way with broccoli. I will eat uncooked broccoli. Raw is fine. Reminds me of peas.
I like it.
But you cook it, I don't know what it is.
I'll do it. I'll eat it either way. I'll eat that either way. I'll eat spinach either way. Brussels sprout? Nope. Gotta cook that bad boy.
Tom is Team Rusty tonight.
Team Rusty. Cream spinach is just, yeah. Hey, it happens.
That's good.
I've had bratwurst, but too, Tom. Bratwurst patties. I love
They're
them.
good.
They're
Yeah.
good.
Give it a little
All
snap.
right.
snap.
See what Rusty thinks.
Slide over here.
The moment of truth.
He's doing the moneymaker right now.
Will he go for the second bite?
The meat and the broth are really good. I haven't tasted the spinach yet.
I was sitting here thinking, I bet he don't get no spinach in that bite.
There wasn't. But there is spinach in this one.
Oh, there we go. I see some spinach there.
I see the greenery now.
I wish I could zoom in on him. You
Oh,
know?
that would be wonderful.
For not having any cheese in it, it's kind of creamy.
Good.
The Italian seasoning in there is really prevalent. It tastes really good. The spinach has no flavor at all to me right now.
Good.
There you go.
There you are, right there.
Man, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, this is good.
We have found we have enlightened Rusty's taste buds here.
And that's
There you go.
That's with the throwaway meat. Man,
Waste not, want not. You know.
And Lee, you made it under an hour.
There you go.
so when I'm looking for things, I'm like, okay, what haven't I done, and what is going to be under an hour?
Yep.
And then I have like 2 or 3 ideas, and then I go, what do I have in the cupboard to get the shortest grocery list on the thing?
I'm with Dave.
Just so happens
I'm
we
with
did.
Dave. Awesome job. You
Thank
guys
you.
did a great job.
Well,
Great job. Looks amazing.
Now,
I think it's time to.
I would have liked the sauce to have thickened up more like a gravy, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. This is good.
Yeah.
I'll eat it.
All right.
Well, I'm about to go eat me some pizza here and some stir fry cabbage.
There you go.
Next time, take mushrooms in it.
I will add that to the list. Mushrooms.
Mushrooms
go.
would be
That is a good idea.
And probably some more roasted red peppers.
yeah.
We probably
Yeah.
could use that whole jar.
Okay.
Some more on it.
Well, there you go, guys.
Done some more to it. But it was on a win.
I like it.
So
Good job.
Great. Left of just extra stuff.
Mhm.
yeah.
And you can't go wrong with bagels. You know, pizza. You just can't. You just
Yeah,
can't.
those looked amazing.
When I was really big and heavy on the keto, the pizzas were one thing that my wife and I would love. And I would get the big portobello mushroom caps, and I made pizzas on top of the portobello mushroom.
I've done that.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah, yeah.
That's good. Too. I like it.
Pretty good.
Well,
Well, Charlie says cornstarch slurry, and then you got gravy. That's true. And that's a good way to head on out for the night, guys. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Peace.
Yep.
Joe.
Remember, there's 2 rules in cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome. And if I can do it and not screw it up, you can do it and make it right.
there you go.
And if Rusty will eat spinach, then you will too.
And if Rusty will eat it, so will your kids.
Remember
All right, guys. See you next week.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.